So here we are for the British Grand Prix for the sprint race, obviously. We only have like 3 drivers lining up on the grid, which is kinda, I don't know, kinda fucking dead. But, yeah, we'll see what this race produces, obviously. Hopefully some good, great racing. So, so yeah. Alright. Um, we got 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, lights out, and we're underway for the British sprint race of the British Grand Prix. It's a great start for the Ferrari there, as we can see. But Enmate catching up there as the pit starters are taught to go, obviously. But it seems like Enmate right behind the Ferrari. So yeah, as we can see, Raf in the Aston Martin as well. He's trying to get into this fight as well, as Enmate has been overtaken. I think. But yeah, it's Zayo leading from Enmate and from Raft. It's the top 3 are separated by a tenth. So yeah, let's see what this race can produce, as Dom into has overtaken Mads, I think, and ASM as well. So let's see where he can where he can push. Oh, Mads losing the positions there, which I can see. But yeah, as he's fallen back from behind Asim and Dom there, as Pika is the curb there. As then we can see Leon and Mark in last. But it seems like it's Raf who leads the race as they go through the final corner. And Maple's leading now. It's Raf, I think, as they're gonna go side by side onto the line. They're separated by 37 hundredths. So yeah, can Enmate fight with Raf as he goes on the inside? I think he can probably, but as they're side by side, the pit starters are catching up to them as well. So they need to be very careful from that, and they need to defend. So yeah, let's see now. Has Enmate taken the lead? Yes, he is by 2 tenths, as we can see, but he goes a bit wide. But yeah, as he goes on, Raf goes on the inside, has successfully overtaken Enmate though. But can Enmate fight back? Possibly, we need to see. As there, I can see Dom, we side by side with Zaya there for P3, and it seems like he's successfully overtaken, and Asim right behind the Ferrari as well. So yeah, let's see now what can he do. Can he overtake them? And he successfully does. That's great for ASM, as Zaya's fallen back to P5 after starting P2. But yeah, Enmate, Raf and Dom all fighting for P1 as Dom, but 4 tenths behind. So can he get into this fight as well? It's a 3-way battle for the lead. It's lap 4 out of 15 for the sprint, and it seems like Dom and Enmate are going side by side. Raf losing a bit as Enmate goes wide. He goes very wide, as he loses positions to ASM, but no, it seems like they're going side by side. But side by side as well as going is Dom and Raf. But it seems like Dom has taken the lead. Enmate, hitting the wall there. He's luckily not lost his wing. But yeah, Pika there right behind Zaya there, as I can see. So yeah, can he overtake him? Yes, it looks like he did. Yes, he does. Zaya's back down to P6. But yeah, Mads in P7 obviously chasing the Ferrari there as he goes wide. I think that's a cut for him. Mark gets a cut as well, so that's not very good for him, as Dom leads the race from Ace and from Enmate, from Raph as well, but Enmate's falling back as so does Raph as they're side by side, and it seems like Raph's just a tenth behind Enmate for P3, and as they're going side by side, Raph hits the curb, he loses a bit of time there. Hopefully that doesn't cost him a lot of time. But yeah, Pika as well right behind. So we need to see what can Pika maybe get into this fight as well. We need to see as they're going through the back straight. Dom going so wide um, to ruin the slipstream of ASM. I don't know what that's how you call it, but yes, he was weaving on the back straight, obviously. But yeah, Enmate has overtaken Raph, but Pika there as well, going on the outside of the Aston Martin there. As he goes uh, right past him on the outside, on the corner of death. But yeah. But yeah, it seems like Pika going on the inside on the final corner. It seems like he's overtaken Enmate again. Well, not again, but he's overtaken them for P3. So yeah, let's see if Enmate can fight back. Um, so yeah, someone crashed. Oh my God, yeah. But yeah, Mark not really impressed. Well, not really doing good in this race as he's third half a minute behind the behind Dom, who's leading this race. As obviously, um, but yeah, um, so yeah, ASM right behind him as well. He's using DRS. Can he overtake him as they're equally on in sector 3, which is just really brilliant. But yeah, can ASM fight back? We need to see as Dom's defense. But yeah, let's see on the final corner they go. Will ASM have a go for it? Oh, he doesn't. He's still right behind him. Um, so yeah, no one on the hard. Why is Raph on the hard? That's a bit of a bold strategy, but okay. Aston Martin. So yeah, let's see now as Dom and ASM all fighting it again as they enter the back straight. And who's gonna have DRS? I think it's gonna none of them. Okay, that's a bit weird. But as they go side by side, it seems like Dom still is ahead of him as he's ahead by a tenth. So yeah, Pika increasing that gap from Enmate and Ralph falling back behind as well. So yeah, let's see now what can happen. Will ASM fight with Dom? He probably will, obviously. So we need to see what can happen. Um, as Dom pulls out another 10th on ASM, but ASM slowly uh, catching up to him. So yeah. Now what is Dom doing? But okay, Red Bull things, but yes, ASM closes the gap by 1/10. So yeah, gap now 3/10. Pika as well, right behind. Now can Pika, uh, can Pika fight? Can Pika catch up to ASM? I don't know. But yeah, the gap 2.5 now. The gap 2.3. So he decreases 2/10 on ASM. So yeah. yeah, but gap now 2.2 Pika and Dom, but ASM and Dom all fighting it. They're separated by 110, but it seems like ASM is ahead of Dom. I can't really see, but Dom ASM hits the curb there. Hopefully doesn't lose him a lot of time as Dom still leading. So yeah, let's see now as he increases by the gap by 3 tenths as Pika on the mediums. He's faster than ASM, I can see, as he pulls out a purple by a tenth. So yeah, he probably will catch up to him. Will probably catch up to ASM. So yeah, we need to see as a gap 1.1. It's a second. The gap to ASM and Dom half a second. So yeah, ASM falling back as Pika sets another purple sector. Just brilliant from him. But yeah, he's on not 20% fuel, so he'll obviously have enough fuel. As the gap now is just a second, well, just 5 tenths, I should say, to him and ASM. But yeah, the rear tires, 97, 96. Well, the same tire wear, but somehow ASM still losing time as he's trying to get the slipstream from Dom as he goes off the track as well. So yeah, gap 7 tenths right now. So yeah, but 3 tenths, well, 7 tenths to Pika and Dom, the top three that are separated by 7 tenths. So yeah. Gap now 3 tenths, and the gap between Dom and ASM is just 66 hundredths. So yeah, let's see now what can happen. Can ASM somehow catch up to Dom and win this sprint, or will he lose positions to Pika? We need to see, and we've got 4 laps left. As the gap now, as Pika loses about 2 tenths on ASM. But yeah, let's see. Ooh, Dom! Ooh, Dom, that was scary as he loses the position. As he loses P1 and 2, as he's down in P3 right now. So that means ASM is leading this race as he tries to, I don't know how you say, but yeah, the top 3 just separated by 2 tenths as we can see. This is just brilliant racing here. 3 Red Bull engines, well, I should say 3 Honda engines. But yeah, as they go through that tricky corner, and say ASM, Dom and Pika, and it seems like Dom will lead this race again as they're separated by 2 tenths. So yeah, let's see now. As Pika's falling back a little bit, but Dom, it seems like he's retaken the lead of this race. So yeah. Gap the top 3 just separated by 4 tenths. So will it stay like this, or will some drama, or obvious whatever? I can't fucking tell. But yeah, it seems like ASM and Pika going side by side. Now ASM, that was a bit tricky, but Pika into P2. That's what it says, but she pulls out a purple sector there as they go side by side, and they're gonna go through the tricky corner. They take it very carefully as Dom, I think. I think he did out purpose, but yeah, gap 2 tenths. So let's see now as they're going side by side. They're gonna start lap 13 out of 15. But yeah, it seems like the Red Bulls are gonna get another 1-2 in GIFL. So yeah. As Pika and Dom equally on the line. So, but yeah, Dom I think is losing a bit of time. I'm not sure. He has worse tire wear than his teammate Pika. Well, he's still pulling the job, obviously. So he's got Mark right ahead. Um, so yeah. Oh my god. Gap 4, just 0.000 with Pika and ASM, obviously. But yeah, Dom just absolutely dominating this race as mad pits. So yeah, as Mark lets be packed through. The ASM as well sets a purple sector in the middle sector. So yeah, see now Pika as well falling back behind as Mark gets a penalty there. So yeah, but yeah, Dom just 2 tenths off ASM as we're on the penultimate lap. It's a three-way battle for P1. It's been Red Bull and AlphaTauri domination this race. Um, but yeah, it seems like ASM and Dom going side by side. I'm not sure. Obviously can't really see, but yeah, it's just Pika's ahead, even though ASM was. But yeah, as they're going side by side um, into the middle sector, obviously side by side again, and it seems like Pika has overtaken ASM. Pika takes the lead. Pika takes the lead of this race. Well, takes P3. I should takes P2. But yeah, Dom retakes that lead. Um, so yeah, as we're about to start the final lap of this sprint race, which has been dominated by Dom, Pika, and ASM. Obviously, as they're separated by 4 tenths, as we can see. Ooh, ASM, hitting that wall there. He's fine, but he's lost a bit of time there. The main battle is Pika and Dom, obviously. As Dom going wide, Pika takes the lead. As Dom and ASM going side by side, as we can see, but it seems like ASM is right up behind Dom. As Pika still leads the race, as they're gonna go side by side, 3 wide, as they go into, I'm not sure what corner that is, but it's on the final lap. It's as they go through this tricky corner, they take it very careful, obviously. They take it clean and smooth as Pika leads by half a second, it seems, as they got only a couple more corners to go. And oh, Mark has crashed. Well, that's not very good for him, as obviously, well, he still wouldn't got any points. But side by side, Dom and ASM goes. I think Dom lost it on the line, but yeah, Pika comes home to win the sprint race, and side by side with Dom and ASM. Dom, well, ASM comes home in second. Pika wins. Dom comes in third. ASM second. It seems like Raf will be getting P4. Leon and will be getting P5 after Anime disconnected. I'm not sure what happened to him. Matt will be getting P7. Well, unfortunately for Mark, if he continued just a lap, he would have probably got P8, just enough for a point. But yeah, it's race to the line for Leon and Real Zayan. Seems like they're gonna. Oh, it's gonna be a close race, and Leon comes up ahead, and Matt's gonna take the final points. And yeah, that's it for this race. Gonna see you guys next time in well, tomorrow for the main race, the main event. Until then, goodbye.